watching KristyJ's Designs, and we are at day 1 of Fashion Couture-mas. And to kick off this month, the first thing that we're going to do is a fashion Q&A. Now, I went on my Instagram and Facebook and Twitter. If you follow me on either of those, they're going to be in the description box, so go follow me on social media. But the first video of this month will be a fashion Q&A, and I told you guys to ask some questions, and I got a question or two. Some of them I couldn't catch because my Instagram deleted them. For some reason, it didn't save it to my highlight like it was supposed to, so some of them got deleted. So I was able to catch some questions, and so I have 2 Instagrams. One of them is my personal, and one of them is just for this. And so yeah, but I'm gonna go ahead and get to the video. You guys remember to like, share, and subscribe. Stay tuned for Wednesday and Friday because uploads will be Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, all at 4:30. I said I was gonna try 4:30, 5 o'clock, so we're gonna go around that time. And also just be looking out for them, guys. Oh, and I also have a cup of hot cocoa, so we're gonna be drinking cocoa and answering some questions. So let's get into this video. Alright, we got the glitter notebook. Anytime you guys see this notebook, that means it's something good. Alright, let's get to the questions. Make sure you can't see my other information that I got for you guys. But yeah. Alright, hey you guys, so question number 1. What do I like? Well, we're not gonna start with that. We're gonna start off with the more questions. We want to get more detailed. So what inspired me to do fashion is my first question. A lot of things inspired me. For one thing I can remember growing up as a kid, if you guys watch Nickelodeon, you know the show True Jackson VP. That was my favorite show. Also with Keke Palmer. Also Raven Simone in That's So Raven. I love Raven. Another show I watched when I was a kid was also Project Runway. I started watching Project Runway I think when I was 12. But I was watching Raven before that, I think. And so that inspired me, and also come to find out that my mom used to sew a lot. So I got it hereditarily, incidentally, because by the time I was born, my mama had been stopped sewing, and so that thought of that, me mentioning that, was kind of like, where did this come from? Because I was nowhere near born. It was like probably 24 years before I was born. So yeah, but that's what inspired me. And I also love fashion so much, you guys. Like, fashion is what helped bring out my personality, to be honest, because me personally, I used to be this quiet, shy kid that sometimes used to get picked on, and it's a whole story behind that. But fashion gave me a way to express myself and not care about what anybody had to say. And so I clung to it, and that's why I'm still doing it today. But I've been doing fashion for going on. I've loved fashion since I was little. But I actually started sewing. If you go on my Instagram, I got my first sewing machine 12 or 13 years old for Christmas. I had begged my mom for a sewing machine for like a year before I got it. So when I eventually got it, I was happy. And I broke it like I think a year or 2 after that, trying to make a dress. So yeah, I got a new one eventually. I had it for about 2 or 3 years before I broke it. And then my mom bought me a new one, like the big heavy duty ones. I got that my junior year in high school before I started theater. That's when I had my sewing machine. What should I do to build my skills? practice. Practice makes perfect. I mean, the more you practice the first time, like if I go back and look at some of my stuff that I made when I was 12, 13, 14 years old, I can tell you guys, like, I have improved a lot over the years. I can show pictures. I could probably post some pictures. I probably post them right here of my. I probably post a picture of an outfit that I made when I was 15 and what I did in theater, the skirts I did in theater, and then something probably I currently did, if I can find something that I've currently done. But if you guys look at the pictures, they're completely different skill sets. Practice. That's like what I can say. What should I look for when looking into schools? Find a school that fits you. I wouldn't just say jump into it. Just because you want to go to that school does not mean that that school was meant for you. And this being said, if you want to do fashion, I mean, some people don't go to fashion school. It's up to you what you want to do. But some people, if they don't have the experience from home, like me, I had the experience where I was able to, but I'm going to school for it too, to kind of help me get connections and stuff. But I'm kind of like zoning in now because I'm looking over here and I'm looking at you guys because the light's kind of bright. But what I want to say is, when picking a school, find something that suits you. Just don't pick it because it's one of the biggest schools, because if you do that, you might go there. You might love it, you might not. It might be stressful, it might be easy. It depends on you and your mindset and your skill set and what you really want to do in life. And so be mindful of that when looking into schools. You don't want to put yourself in debt. Also, saying that from fashion, you do not want to put yourself in debt. One thing I can say is go somewhere where you know you won't end up alone. Also, I have another video coming up for you guys of how I made it through college. I'm in year 3. I'm almost through college. I'm blessed. I'm very blessed, and I'm able to go through college without having any loans. Big blessed with scholarships and just working hard. I'll do the video. If you guys want a video on that, comment down below. School me. Comment down below schooling in big capital letters if you guys want that. Everybody want to know what you're talking about, but if you're watching the video, you know why. Yeah. My next question is, what school do I go to? I go to Mississippi State University, as you see in this video. I am a junior, around and about to graduate. We have a fashion department, and one thing that's really funny is that I didn't know, because I'm from Mississippi, I didn't know our university state had a fashion department. Because usually, like, all the schools that I was looking into, like Southern Miss had a theater department, but they didn't have, for my knowledge, they didn't have like a fashion department. I checked the other colleges. I don't think any of them had one. If I'm mistaken, comment down below if I'm wrong. But actually, it came about in school when we had this, like, they have a college fair every year, and they get the juniors and seniors to go. And it just so happened was it my junior year or my senior year? It might have been my senior year, because I don't think I knew about my junior year, because I was still debating on where I wanted to go junior year. But my senior year, I ended up walking to the Mississippi State table, and I was asking them about a fashion department. And I was asking another table about a fashion department, and I don't think they had one. And I guess somebody overheard me at the state table, or maybe I asked, and she was like, yeah, we do have a fashion department, but it's under another name. They changed the name, I think, a year before I came to state. It was like a complete, like, the department was under I think it was under a completely different name. If I can remember what it was, I'll put it on here, but if not, I'll do that. But it's a Bachelor of Science, and it's actually in agriculture. So it was like under a whole completely different name, I think, before it was fashion design and merchandising. And so that's why I never knew about it, because when I was going on state and I was looking at like the No, our department is not in agriculture, it's human science. Our department is human science. Yeah. Yeah. Our department is human science. So that's why it's kind of hard to find. I was looking for it in like the arts department, because you would think that, oh, it would be in the arts, everything else, because of all the color, and you're using your own skill set and designs and stuff. But no, it's in human science. So I found out about it, and I'm here. Also, when you think about colleges, you might not like it in the beginning, but once you get to know, because I did not want to stay home. Like, I wanted to go to college out of state, y'all. I wanted to go out of state. I wanted to get gone. But I took the smarter decision, and I went to the college that basically I wouldn't have to pay for. So my in-state tuition, all that stuff was paid for. So yeah. What do I like about my department? I love my department. It's kind of been hard this year because of Corona. We haven't been able to do a lot of things like we usually do. So it's kind of been hard with that, because we have the one thing I really love about our department is wow, one thing. I can think of one thing, but there are a lot of things, but I'm trying to think of like just one thing. I like how our department, once you know somebody, y'all are friends, well, y'all know of each other basically till you graduate. So that class you're in, majority of the time, that person you're in class with, you see them until y'all basically graduate. So you get to make friends and stuff like that. Cause like most of the time, like design classes, there are a lot of design students, but our classes are more like, I don't know how you say, there are not many people in our class. So there's like especially Corona now, there's really not that many people at all. So people you're in class with, maybe like our lab classes, like we actually design and stuff, there may be like, before Corona, there may be like 10 people. So basically you see those 10 people every day, then you see them the next year and the next year, because we have different labs at different levels. So you have a freshman level sewing class, sophomore level, junior level, and senior level sewing classes. They're all under different names. So we have pattern making and apparel construction, like the basics, and then you get into creative design, draping, and all that stuff as you get into your major. And so yeah, you basically make friendships. Also, I love the fashion shows in our department. My favorite fashion show in our department is fashion, because it's like a sustainable kind of fashion show. You basically take stuff that people would throw out, that they will no longer use, and make it into clothes. I.e., this picture right here. I use newspaper, curtains, muslin, and hot glue, and Mod Podge, and that. Yeah, I used a lot of stuff to make the outfits. High key was a great experience, but stressing. But it taught me like the things of a fashion show, because I know how backstage works because I was in theater. But like with that, you see how everything goes on. Everything you have to make sure everything that goes into a fashion show, which I really love that experience. Also, another thing I love about our department is that our professors are easy to talk to. Like, they're not gonna be like, well, I'm not gonna help you. Like, if you don't understand something, they'll explain it to you. So yeah, if you want to come to state, holla at your girl. Another thing, let's see, what advice do I have? This is more catered to the people who are like getting close to that point of graduating high school. I mean, even like middle schoolers. Because when I was younger, I wanted to be a teacher, but as I got older, I wanted to do fashion design, and now later on in life, I'm probably going to do both. Hence, to future videos. Big hint to future videos, if you guys didn't catch that. What advice do you have? If it's something that you really, really want to do it. I mean, sometimes it gets stressful. Yes, it gets stressful. It's fashion. Like, sometimes your scene might not come out right, and you have to do it 50 million times before you get it right. Just keep practicing. Also, fashion, you don't have to go with everybody else. You don't have to go with the crowd with fashion. I mean, my own collection, it's nothing like, hints, I slipped that out. It's nothing like what you would see, like, probably, well, you would see it on the runway, but it's nothing like, oh, I've seen this before. So, I mean, it's just your own take on the world. Fashion is from your inspiration, so just be you. Some people might like your work, some people might not. It just depends. You're not going to have 100% of people like your wear. That's just not going to be it. I'm just going to tell you the truth. Everybody has their own style and design types. Like, even with the people I know now in my major, all of us, if you look at our work, like in classes, if you look at our work, everybody has something different. Like, say for instance, I make something that is structured or something like that. Well, my classmate on the other side is making something colorful and frilly. Or my other classmate is making something more avant-garde. So it just depends on you. And don't let nobody tell you what you can't do. Please don't. Do not let nobody tell you what you can't do. Because I have a lot of people, so when I was going to college, when I started going to college, I loved veterinarian. I love animals, and my mom always told me, she was like, why you just don't go to veterinarian school? Me personally, I knew what all veterinarian school took, and that wasn't just going to be, that was something that I did not want to do. Because I don't want to deal with having to lose people or animals or anything, or dealing with a lot of cutting and stuff like that. I have yet to sip my cocoa. It's still really hot, so I'm trying to wait for it to cool down. With that, I couldn't, because like, I love animals, and I just didn't want their life to be in my hands, or anybody's life, because I have a lot of nurses in my family too. And so with that, so make sure it's something that you really want to do. So that's the end of the questions, you guys. And we didn't get a chance to drink our hot cocoa, so we're going to drink it now. The golden notebook is closing. You guys will be seeing this for the rest of the month. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I forgot to do this in the intro, but if you stay to the end, you know what's going on with the 100K. I hope you guys have a great day. I will talk to you guys later. Bye. See you tomorrow. Well, not tomorrow. See you Wednesday at 4:30.